Hello everyone, GenesisNexus here. I just wanted to add this into the video last minute to ask you guys to please watch this video all the way through. I would honestly like your honest opinions down in the comments below on a lot of the things that I talk about here. I tried to add as many visual representations as possible, so I hope you guys like this video. Please tell me what you think, and let's get on with the video. Hello everyone, my name is GenesisNexus and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I just wanted to talk about the Wuthering Waves 2.7 special broadcast that happened a couple days ago. As you can see, I have the special broadcast notice from official Wuthering Waves website. And I kind of just wanted to go over these really quick and give my thoughts on them. Certain things that I believe came true in that broadcast, but also a couple of things have come to light. So just to start off the video, I do want to mention these are the redemption codes for anyone who didn't see it already. I suggest you get them because as you can see here on the right, these codes are valid till the 28th of September, which is by the time I'm posting this video, you have one more day. So at least I'm on the East Coast in the US. But I did want to just bring that up for people to have. But let's go over this notice. As you can see, it launches on October 9th, which is not too far away, really. And I do love this kind of like image of like everyone coming together like it's the Avengers or something like that. That's always great to enjoy. But they have the two main story, or technically 2 and 2.5. Like as you can see, Cardathia over here with Galbrena. Seems like they're fighting up in the, I think it's the Avalarium, which is up in the sky. I believe that's how you say its name. Then we have, I'm guessing this is the Aftermath dealing, and this also is probably going to deal with the False Sovereign and stuff still lurking around, as well as the Fraxidus. And then we have what I believe is like a really great thing for them to do, and I think they did this all the way back in 1.0. If anyone ever remembers, when we finished the 1.0 story with qiuyuan and stuff, there was like an after story with qiuyuan where it explained a lot about him and the world. And I think it's a good thing to do to kind of like link these companion stories up with the story so people can get more story that way, more lore of the world, things like that. There were a couple of new nightmare echoes, which will be used for, once again, I mentioned in my other video, new snot effect. But I'm going to just take a quick moment to like kind of pause on these new echoes. And if anyone on the Wuthering Waves team hears me, I don't know how I feel about new echoes again. As much as I like nightmare echoes, they make things a lot more easier. They all kind of hit like wet noodles. Whether it's these, 1 and 3 cost echoes, then we have the 4-star echoes, they all kind of hit like wet noodles. I would definitely love if they could do what sorry that I'm going to mention them, but the Final Fantasy 14 devs do with their game. They take a look at like WoW, they take a look at like Guild Wars 2, and they realize what their players would like from those games and then try to implement their own versions of them. And the reason why I'm even mentioning something like that is because for a while now, I think not only me, but other people in the space have been mentioning how echoes they're kind of just there. They're kind of just a stat stick that, honestly, if there was no echo button, I don't think there would be a problem. But I do like the echoes, and some of the echoes, like for example, the Captanius echo that I use for my Zani and stuff like that. So I was wondering if they could maybe rework echoes to actually be like viable and to add to the complexity of combat. And I think I also had that suggestion in one of my feedback and suggestions videos for Wuthering Waves. I'll even link to it. There should be like up here in the right for the video, there should be like a card or something linking out to those videos. And I hope that they can take a look at that and make echoes viable to be used in combat, because then it would be great if instead of putting it in the top slot, generically the 4 cost, you would put one of these 1 or 3 costs, and maybe it would be cool to add into a combo, and maybe they can look into something like that. So that's my thoughts on those, and it's kind of been bubbling up until this point. Now we have the new snot effect. Again, a new Sonata set. I mentioned this in my other video. I think they're every patch they've been adding one, and I'm asking you, please stop, or please slow it down, because I think with this one it makes what 19 Sonata sets or something like that. And in my previous video, I'll see if I could bring it up. I don't want to bring it up on screen right now, but in my previous like feedback and suggestions video for like the echo merging system, I was talking about maybe like adding an option to choose specific sets that people can go for. This way, it could drastically bring down the RNG of that. So I'll try to in post. I'll probably bring it up and put it up on screen as I'm talking right now. But that idea was something interesting, because if they keep releasing these sets, something has to be done to reduce the amount of RNG. Like, because some of these guys will probably share a Sonata set with a different set, and that's what I believe will be causing the issue. And this set is definitely tailored to Galbrena. I have another video coming out for her, the Resonator showcase that they did during the special broadcast, so I'll react to her and qiuyuan and give my thoughts on them. But definitely this is purely her, because you need 2 separate effects just to get the third effect, which is fusion damage. So I can't even really use this on like my Chang Li or my Brant, so, or even on my Lupa, really. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything else I want to say on the Sonata set things. Of just, it would be nice also if they can go back and update some of these old Sonata sets. But also, to this point, I'm still at the point of wondering when are kurogames gonna give out those elemental afflictions, and I kind of want to just see if I can bring it up really quick. Elemental afflictions. Oh, I think I actually have a picture of him. Sorry, I just want to bring it up because it was something released back in 2.0, but we have yet to see it be utilized outside of maybe 2 elemental afflictions. So it's kind of lagging behind. And let me see if I could bring it up on screen now. So as you guys can see here, we've had Spectral Frazzle, that's with Zani, Phoebe, Spectral Rover, Arrow Erosion. We haven't seen anything with Havoc Bane, or even, for example, Fusion Burst. I'm surprised that Galbrena doesn't utilize this. To my knowledge, from this set on screen, there's nothing about the new elemental afflictions, and this was like one of the major things talked about in 2.0. But like, we haven't gotten any of these other ones. We've only gotten this one, and sorry I don't have the other picture with Spectral Frazzle, but Spectral Frazzle as options. So I'm kind of confused on what the development team is trying to do, because we keep getting new Sonata sets, but they're also not utilizing the new system that they put in the game with the elemental afflictions. And I think there needs to be like a balance or something, or utilization, because I would hate for Wuthering Waves to have like an incomplete, like, hey, yeah, we added this system, but we never add people for it. And of course, great, there's a new hologram challenge. I am gonna mention here that I am working on a hologram video, because as you guys witnessed in my Augusta video where I was challenging the Lady of the Sea, I'll probably put it in a card like up here. I'm in the middle of doing a video to finish off the levels 5 and 6. I'm gonna try them with a couple of different teams, see if I can get it done, and I'll even show you guys the builds in those videos when I get that video done. But it's always good to have a new hologram. And then they started talking about these optimizations, which are, personally, I like, but I also think it still allows for guide makers to do their thing. This Ascension Planner, which is essentially like, for anyone who's played Honkai Star Rail, or I think even for those who play Girls Frontline 2, they have a system like this, where you can even if it's, you can even see like future resonators, like they show them at the top, and you could see all your resonators, and you can choose them, and then it'll give you like, hey, what do you need to build them up, how much of the exp potions you need, how much of the weapon stuff you need, all of that. And it has all that information. Personally, I won't do like the echo. I won't really care too much about the echo portion of this, because uh I like to keep guide makers. Who knows, guide makers will probably come up with a better uh combination than the planner will, and maybe the planner will learn from the guide makers, who knows. But I do appreciate this, and it seems like it's going based on your current like world level, so new players don't have to worry too much. You can always keep it up to date with you. The next system is this journey log system, where they were like, hey, yeah, it kind of like shows all the different like quest types and like puts them in order. I'm gonna bring up quickly the live stream. I just wanted to, I don't know where they talked about that point. Sorry if I'm, wait, is this it? Oh, no, this is the planner. So as you can see here, you could see it has like the upcoming characters. These are the upcoming characters for 2.7. Galbrena, with, I believe it's Galbrena, Lupa, qiuyuan, and Zani. But as you can see, there's someone like their silhouette. So you can at least pre-farm. So for players, you don't have to rely on leaks or anything like that. And I think they even mentioned that they'll show these more and more of these characters like in a silhouette form. So new players or even current players, you could just rely on an in-game thing to know exactly what you need for your character, so you can build in advance, which I think is a good thing. It's a universal W. Oh yes, they showed it here. This is the journey log system, where it kind of puts quests in line, so anyone who's caring about lore or story can follow it. I think that's a W for the lore heads. People like Life Lessons Gaming will probably utilize something like this to create content, and I think that's a great thing. Other than that, I think they mentioned it here. Yes, they finally did something with the event menu, because that was getting kind of long, and they've kind of separated it out. Sorry, I just want to go back to this video and see if I can find that. Yes, they I wanted to see if they showed it before and after, but they don't. As you can see here, they kind of split off. I think this is also a universal W. I believe the permanent events are here. You have the time limited ones, like the end game ones, like TOA, WeWa, and I think even sometimes in the holograms, or even, what was it, Dreaming Deep, all that stuff goes into this one. And then here's like the normal events for like a patch go into this one, the top one. And I think that's good. It differentiates so people know. And hopefully they'll listen to my first feedback and suggestions video, or my second one, where I listed out like potential ideas for endgame modes, so we can get more endgame in that tab. Because I think they showed it. Yeah, they show it. Hopefully we can get like a couple more here. And outside of that, they added the enemies in the gallery. That's nice. It's a beastie area. If anyone ever played like an RPG, great to have that info. And it'll even tell you how many you killed, so that's nice. This part of the thing, completing 2.7, you'll obtain a new terminal. I think they even show it in the video. Oh, right here, terminal swap. And this is where I'm gonna be like, this is an L. And for people wondering, why is this an L? I think this is an L because we've been asking for skins in this game for a long time. Since 1.0, they've even given out surveys. Hey, what type of skins do you guys want? What type of genre do you guys want of these skins? Yet, we have not gotten skins. We're at 2.7, which is you're telling us, hey, yeah, this is the grand final act for Renacida and Septima, and then we're probably going to go into 3.0 after that. Where are the skins? I love Wuthering Waves, but I'm like, skins are like one of the more easier versions of monetization. And I even have a video on my channel that I'll probably link up here as well. And that video talks about skins and potential skins they can do. Like they have, once again, I defer to Punishing Gray Raven, kurogames' other game, where they have amazing skins there. And I just bought 3 of their skins for PGR, for Vera Garvar, Ishmael Parhelion, and Lilith Demonessa. 3 amazing skins, and if anything, I'll put them up on screen if I can. And I think I even bought one for what's her name, Nanami Star Trail, and they're all cool full skins. And when I mean full skins in this in Wuthering Waves, that would be the equivalent of the premium skins, the one like only Jinsei has right now, which is shocking to me. Only Jinsei has. And another thing is, they've added this like terminal swap skin, and I'm fine. I'm happy that it can be earned in game. I have no problem with that. My only thing is, hey, yeah, you remember those weapon skins that were transparent? Where'd they go? It would be nice if they added that back as an event or like a permanent thing for new players or even returning players or current players to get, because that event happened once and then it disappeared and we never saw it again. Now maybe, who knows, maybe kurogames and with the Wuthering Waves team are cooking behind the scenes and we just don't know, and they're waiting till 3.0 to just drop a massive change and address all of my feedback and suggestions and all of the community's feedback and suggestions and criticisms. But who knows? So I'm gonna be a little bit hopeful because I trust in this team. They've been doing pretty good, especially with 2.0. They've been doing really good, and I just hope that they keep up with that. Now, they also mentioned some global filter and eye comfort settings. While these 2 things aren't necessarily for me, I definitely appreciate them because just having options for players to use is always great. Now, I'm going to ask for one thing. Please improve the performance on not only PC, but on PS5 and mobile phones as well. Because I don't want Wuthering Waves to, as you can see here, environmental interactions, and I'll even can I show it? Yes. It goes into that thing with Yinlin doing stuff, and even have Yang Yang doing stuff like this. And that's all cool and dandy, but I know how like, look at this with Jianshin. Like, it's cool, but it also is very taxing on people's devices, and I know it will be. So I don't want to lose the mobile part of the community or even the PS5 part of the community. Like, I think if they optimize this really, really well, I think it would at least, you would allow to Wuthering Waves to branch out, maybe be on the Switch, maybe be on the Steam Deck, and have some good performance. And is that it for? Oh no, they mentioned, okay, these are the resonators, as I said earlier. But I'm gonna go back up real quick just to talk about the optimization one more time, because I know tons of people have been asking for it. I know if I ask right now, you guys to put in your comments down below what things you would like to be fixed in Wuthering Waves, tons of you would probably have some things to say, and I definitely would like to see that. Hopefully the Wuthering Waves teams will see this. And other than that, to move on, they even show in phase 1 it's Galbrena with Lupa. For those people who are Lupa fans, I honestly think, while I do have my gripes with Lupa, I still think she's cool. If you're gonna hardcore invest in her, maybe take a look at her sequence 1. I'm not recommending or pushing that on anyone. I'm just saying, recommend you take a look at that to, like, if you want to push this character to be a main DPS or even like have decent damage. Then we have phase 2, which is qiuyuan with one of my personal favorites, Zani. And this is when I'm going to add a potential suggestion to the Wuthering Waves team. For all of us who are returning players or current players, we know that Spectro Rover, when they first started in the game, they did not have Spectral Frazzle. It wasn't even a thing. And when 2.0 came, they added a special item that you would get, and it gave Rover Spectral Frazzle. And I think they need to do that for Zani. Sorry, I'm going to pull up that image really quick if I can. Sorry, there we go. As you can see here, this is the item from in-game. It is literally called, I think it's Beacon of the Past. And the reason why I'm bringing this item up right now is because I think out of all the characters we've gotten in 2.0, Zani is kind of the, I wouldn't say clunky because personally I play her just fine. I think she got hurt by not allowing her to apply Spectral Frazzle herself. And a potential solution to that would be to utilize that item I just showed you on screen. Oh, where'd it go? This item right here. And give one to Zani. I'm always advocating for a leap system kind of in WuWa. For anyone who doesn't know, the leap system comes from Punishing Grey Raven, kurogames' other game. And the reason why I'm advocating for something similar to like this, but just in a small capacity for Zani, is because of the fact that she can't implement Spectral Frazzle. Most of her kit revolves around it. What if you don't want to play Phoebe Zani? At that point, or what if you just miss Zani or Phoebe, or you don't like the character of Phoebe? You're kind of hurt on this singular character. And you may say, oh, but Spectral Rover. But the problem is, we all use Spectral Rover. We have Arrow Rover now for the other team. There's Havoc Rover. So it's just like, there's a wide variety of elements our character can go through. So they may not specifically be on just this. And I'm just thinking maybe in her normal form, Zani can apply Spectral Frazzle after completing like a combo set or something. They can look into that. And then, as we all know, when she's in her ultimate, she can utilize those stacks. But that's just a thought for Zani now. And then we have the weapons for Galbrena and qiuyuan. Funny enough, I do have something to say about Galbrena's weapons, but I'm going to pause on it because I have another video about it, so it'll be addressed there. And then we have the events, because I mentioned it at the start of this video that some people had issues with the event because some people want more combat events. But for those who don't know, this combat event is essentially Vampire Survivors, if anyone's ever played that game. Where is it? I just want to bring it up on screen so people can see. Wait, was that it? No, that was not. Sorry, I am fumbling. Oh, is this it right here? Oh, there it is. As you can see here, you're kind of playing Vampire Survivors. And funny enough, everyone does that. And I hope that they're cooking with something else other than just Vampire Survivors WuWa Edition. But yeah, that's just a fun little event, personally. I do think if they're going to do this, they should have a second event. Maybe bring back Virtual Crisis, something for people to do. So they can utilize their well geared characters to actually do something. And personally, I have a suggestion for that in my second feedback and suggestions video for Wuthering Waves. I'll put the card up here as well. And the reason why I'm mentioning those videos again is because I had some endgame ideas, like a boss rush type of thing and other ones that could definitely fit the place for people to utilize those characters. Because we all love building our characters, making them strong so they can do TOA or WiiWa. But definitely we need something more. And if you're not going to give an event here, definitely look into that endgame idea that I had. We have 2 login events. Great. Nothing wrong to say about that. The action photography thing is, it slows down when you actually do the action. I don't have a problem with that. Will I do it? Maybe at the end. Then they have a platforming event, which I have no problem with. I think the last time I remember a platforming event in Wuthering Waves was in 1.0 maybe, or 1.x, one of those patches. And then the Lolly campaign. I think we already have the, well, not Lolly, Lalo campaign. And I think or Lolo campaign. Why am I saying messing up that. But I think we're currently having one of that event right now. But yeah, that's that. And once again, I just mentioned it earlier with the skins. Why do you guys keep doing these collaborations, making all these skins? Hold up. If I can, I want to bring up all the skins once again, because it is kind of crazy that till this point we have not gotten more skins. And you're going to be wondering, well, where are you getting these skin pictures from? I'm getting them directly from the Wuthering Waves Twitter page. And mind you, this is where this exact photo came from. So I'm going to bring them up back on screen. Here's one of the skins. It's on their official Twitter. Here's some fan event stuff. Once again, I don't think anyone have a problem if you made this like full skins, not like the Changli and the Carlotta one that were, personally, I feel bad for buying the Changli one. They didn't even have animations. They didn't have weapons with them, so it just felt about it. Then you have these skins. You have more skins. Like the idea, as you guys can see, I'm just going through them once again. Like you have these collaborations, you have these events, these fan created stuff. Work with people. Once again, the reason why I'm mentioning fans is because I play another game, Warframe, and for anyone who's played Warframe, they have something called the Tennogen. They just went through their 10th, I believe their 10th year of Tennogen, which is essentially they work with creators in the space or random people who just submit into the competition, and they make skins for the game, which get implemented in the skins, and those creators get a portion of the sales of those. I am so sorry. Every time I want to do a video, Discord. But every time those skins sell in game, the creators get a portion of that. I know, I think of 2 or 3 of those creators who now own homes because of the money they've made over the years with these skins. So that's just a potential thought. Wuthering Waves, you have tons of people who, as you can see, probably work for your company and who are probably in the community who would love to make skins for WoWA. If you don't want to make it, make a Tennogen style system so that people can sell them in the game and then they can have them. And for anyone wondering, well, I don't care about skins, that's okay. It's not, you don't have to buy them. They're not like a mandatory thing. It's just for those who would like them. For example, a game everyone probably knows, Marvel Rivals literally thrives on selling skins for their characters. It thrives on selling skins. And I can see the potential, and as you can see here on the screen, there's the potential for Wuthering Waves to do the same. They just aren't doing it. But I'm going to get off that topic to kind of, merchandise is always nice. Those figures, and then once again, skins. You have skin ideas right here. But that's where I'm gonna end. That's the end of the of this broadcast patch notes or rundown. And while I definitely don't have a problem with them showing less, 'cause I know some people had issues. Oh, they didn't show us like the final boss or anything, and I'm like, I'm fine with that. This is like a big Avengers level update. They're bringing, just from the picture alone, you can see they're bringing everyone from like 2.0. Everyone's going to be involved. And even in the video here, I think they even showed like a new Fraxidus member who we didn't know about. So where are they? Oh, is it right here? Can I go back a little bit? I just want to pause on the thing, because as you can see, Forlova's here, False Sovereign's here, Scar's here, and now we have this character with the skull mask. Who is this? That's another Fractus member. who knows? Maybe this is one of the executives of the Fractuses, because we've only really met two. And we know this isn't Christopher. Sorry, I'm saying his name wrong. We haven't seen him also. So where is he at? So it's definitely like, I'm happy they didn't spoil anything. Too many movies and TV shows and games spoil things and just show off everything. I'm happy like for this patch, and I hope they learn for it in the future. Show just enough, not too much. So I have no problem about this. So I'm glad. I'm looking forward to it. But please, Wuthering Waves team, listen to this video in its entirety so you can see like kind of the missing points that you guys have that would only, if you did address them, make the game even better. But that's where I'm going to end off here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave your comments down below. Anything that I've talked about in this video, or any ideas you have for this 2.7, or even ideas that will help out Wuthering Waves in the future, please leave that down in the comment section down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It'd be very much appreciated. I always appreciate people who like the videos, and even if you don't have the time to like, just thank you for even watching to the end. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you guys next time. Later.